Hey, it's Uncle Joe at Uncle Joe Hikes. We're here at Indian Grave Gap. You can see the trail back that way going down to Andrews Cove, and of course the AT's coming across here. Just talked to some folks doing the Rocky Mountain Loop, of course. But we're going to head out northbound on the AT, heading toward Tray Mountain, and just head up that way, get a nice hike in. Spring has sprung. We're at that stage up here where the leaves are really vibrant green, which they are when they first come out, and if we're lucky, maybe we'll see some blooms as well. So when you come off the road, you immediately come into this tunnel, and very dense. Lots of ground cover here. It's all green. This is that stuff that turns purple when it's cold. In fact, the last time I came through here, it was very cold. So I believe it was the last time. I may have been here one other time since then, but when I did this section as part of my sectioning of the Georgia section of the AT, it was really cold. There's our sign, Tray Gap, 1.7 miles. The irony of this situation is, I was just thinking we may not see any azaleas, and here they are. Well, we got some sassafras there, some more over there. It's making its way out. I've seen it at lower elevations already. Well, the road's right here. We got this culvert, which is a decent water source when the thru hikers come in. I found a back flushing syringe right over there, but he's going to be missing that. Anyway, we're crossing Tray Mountain Road, which is a road we came in on, but we turned back there at a fork, so we're going across the top of the fork now. So yeah, we're kind of up here on this ridge, and some fella back there taking a break at a campsite. Must have been burning one. I don't know what he grows his weed in, but it was ripe. All right, this is the cheese factory site here. Apparently there was an old cheese factory here at one point, and for whatever reason, it's not here anymore. Now it's largely a camping area. You know, thru hikers can come in, and if they don't want to scurry up Tray right away, they can take a night here and then work their way up. And a water source down this double track right here. So it's not a bad place to camp. You got some water. Got some trillium. It's good to see. Up ahead of us is a possible thru hiker. He said he's going to go as far as he can, maybe get to Damascus and reassess. Hey, good for him. Hope he makes it. I wish I could do the same. Well, we've come to a little perch. Got Tray Mountain over there. Hopefully the clouds stay sparse and broken. We got a date with destiny, and I get to be dry. Still mainly ground flowers. We're seeing a lot of these little yellow ones here. Still a little bit on the early side. I thought we might see some laurels blooming, but not so much. They're blooming like crazy back home, down about 1,200 feet, 1,000 feet. They're just starting to explode. Not up here yet. Here we are, Tray Gap. Come 1.7 miles. Over here to the gap proper. We'll sit down a minute. Here's the gap. It goes to the summit. It goes to Chimney Mountain Road. It's closed off. Excessive wear pretty much closed that. But we're going to take a break on one of these rocks. Well, I'm not feeling good at all. In fact, I feel pretty cooked. And it's awfully soon for that to be the case. No, I don't think I got another respiratory problem. I've been cutting back my carbohydrate intake all week. Still taking in some carbs, but no breads and very few carbs. But this morning I knew I'd be doing this, so I said, well, I'm not going to risk just taking in just some protein because I don't believe I'm adjusted fully to a low carb situation. So I went ahead and had some carbs this morning, quite a number of them actually. And I think my body's just trying to figure all that out. Like, what are you doing, man? You want us to burn protein and fat, or do you want us to burn carbs? But that's my guess. My whole body's starting to feel real weak. And my guess is I'm just taking in those sugars a little slow. I'm not a doctor. What do I know? I feel like crap right now. We haven't gone very far, so, you know, I'm not going to quit or anything like that. I think I can get on up to the summit. It's about 400, 450, somewhere in there feet from us right now, so we'll see if we can't get up there one way or the other. We'll have a nice descent for the most part all the way down. So we can rest on the way down. Well, we're going to move on. As luck would have it, I had good cell coverage here, and that's a blessing and a curse. You know, we got two storms moving this way, like due east. So they're west of us. They're bearing down. So, not sure what that's going to mean. If I can get up this top of Tray before they get here, down the other side to the shelter, and I can wait it out in the shelter. We'll see. I don't think it's funny at all. All right, up we go. So we are making our way up Tray. A lot of it's been really long switchbacks. Like what you see there is actually not even switchbacks, really long, which is nice. Now we're getting into a vegetation tunnel, getting near the top. Got a little perch here. We're kind of looking kind of east-northeast. That ridge over there, the AT is going to head out that way. You can see some rain out there already. We got some bearing down on us. That first one to our west over here looks like it petered out. There's a storm though coming from that way that'll be here before too long. Don't know if it'll peter out. Maybe it'll head north of us. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. Luckily we got some cell coverage here, but anyway, we're gonna get off this little perch and keep moving up. Moving on up. Well, we made it to the summit. Got Yona out there. So we're looking kind of south here. So we get buzzed by a butterfly. Yeah, beautiful spot. I'm gonna have a seat here and enjoy a few minutes. The air's a little cool right now, so that's nice. But it's a beautiful look here. Well, leaving the summit of Trey. I'd thought about hiking a little bit further, but that second storm, that first one broke up. It looked like it was just primarily rain. That second one looks a little stronger, but it looks like I might have time to sneak back to Old Gobi before it gets here. I'd rather do that than get caught in the rain. So make our way back. Well, we're almost back to the gap. See Chimney Mountain Road right there. We'll keep an eye on that radar and see what that storm's doing. If I can sneak back to Old Gobi before it gets here, that'd be swell. And our kiosk there. Looks like they've come up here. I didn't notice this before, but they filled in the big hole with some slag. Used to be a pretty deep hole right there. And that the four-wheelers like to play in. So they'd come up. Anyway, take a look at the radar. Well, I wasted a little bit of time back there talking to that hiker. He's taking 3 months off and doing as much as he can. But he said that he's feeling it today too. Maybe something in the pressure. May not just be me, right? So anyway, now we really got to hoof it to beat that rain. Back at our perch. See back to Trey up there. We keep working our way down. Alright, we're back to the old cheese factory site. And yes, Cheesecake Factory just threatens to roll right off the tongue when you say that, but I'm starting to feel some drops, so that's not a good thing. We're gonna have to hoof it. Hope we can get to Gobi. We're not too far. Well, that must be one of the old Keebler houses, Jim. Right there. Well, we can see the road down there. We gotta cross. It's raining, but it's light enough that it's pretty dry under these laurels. So that's nice. We still gotta go the next section from this dirt road here over to Indian Grave. And that's I don't know, half a mile or so. We can hear the rain, so we know it's coming. It's gonna start getting a little bit heavier. Here it is. We gotta get across into the trees. We've been hiking in this really light rain for a while. I did pull up the radar. The red dissipated quite a bit, so I don't think we're gonna get any stormy weather. But we'll be at Old Gobi here shortly. It is starting to open up a little bit more rain-wise. I can hear it getting a little harder, so we'll be at Gobi pretty quickly here. Got to duck back into another vegetation tunnel, which hopefully this is the last one. We'll find out shortly. Well, I can just see Old Gobi through the trees there. Hopefully nobody broke in and got my Easy Bake Oven. I borrowed that from my sister so I could do some trail magic. Well, Indian Grave Gap to Trey Mountain Summit done. About 5 miles round trip, maybe a skosh under. 1,300 feet of climbing, so it's a little bit of a climb. Like I say, I'm not feeling the best in the world. I think maybe trying to carb up this morning was a mistake. And I was just feeling weird all day, you know, kind of drained. But we did it. You know, it was a good climb. Didn't get but just a little bit of rain on the way back, but I decided to come on down here where it was dry, down in Helen, and do the outro. So we're gonna go find us something to eat.